Hello, welcome to OMAT. Glad you're here. We're going to get into our 8 exercises, but first, whose fault is it that you're struggling right now? Is it a parent, lack of parents? Is it a partner or an ex-partner? You're probably right. If they would have done things differently, you might have been in a different place. So it is their fault. Here's the good news. It's your responsibility. I know it doesn't sound like good news, but the good news is that you are in control. We just have to find out how to get it back. And usually that's with self-care. Self-care sounds like woo-woo stuff, but it's really a way for us to figure out what we want, what we need, and a way to give it to ourselves without waiting for this other person to change. They might not ever change, and then we're going to be a slave to all of their choices. Chances are you've probably been waiting for them to change for a long time. That's why you're blaming them for a lot of things. Let's take responsibility just so that we can have control over the changes in our lives. What is the responsibility? Taking care of ourselves. Let's find out what way we can do, what things we can do that actually do take care of our own person. Let's get into it. These exercises help us find that self-care. We are doing the self-care in here, and then it gives us an opportunity to see, hey, this helps me in this way. I have this muscle now. I can use it throughout the day. So let's get into that muscle work. Let's get present. I like to look around. Sometimes when I'm in my head, let's say on my bike, I'm just doing that math. I'm going like, well, if so-and-so did this, if I stop. And it's very difficult to stop. That's why it doesn't just stop in my mind. I have to take action. So I'm on my bike. I start looking around. Looking around gets me present, gets me starting to think about other things. So now that we're present, let's get into our first exercise of gratitude, which also can get us present. Because if we don't have anything to be grateful for, chances are we're flying around in our mind about other things that are happening some other time, in the past, in the future. Gratitude helps us get grounded for this moment. What do we have to be grateful for if we can sit in this moment for 1 minute? Let's wrap for now. Find the water. Sometimes I do my gratitude. I start kind of pissy. I go, I guess I could be grateful for, and I guess that is, and then I can feel myself coming down because there's only so much you can be pissed and grateful at the same time. And sometimes I get lucky. On the first thing I find to be grateful for, I feel a smile coming on. It's different every day, but it's that same muscle, and it's useful for me to have worked that out. Let's keep going. Let's work on pausing. Whoo! What does not pausing get us? What does pausing get us? Let's practice pausing, because then we have a choice. If I keep lashing out, I feel like I have no choice but to do that next time. If I practice this other movement, I now have a choice. Let's sit in any comfortable position, eyes opened or closed, and breathe. As we come back, let's find the water. Same with meditation. Sometimes when I get into that meditation, whatever pose I want to sit in, it's usually seated, I start with, all right, I'm breathing. But that pause eventually, because I kick out all of the things, I'm still working it. That's still a muscle that's being used. So even if that entire time you're fighting yourself during meditation, take a deep breath right now. Keep breathing in, and even those few seconds make a difference. Even if we're not exactly feeling it at this moment, let's keep going. Let's write it down. If you are feeling away, here's a chance to have an outlet that's not in someone's face. If you don't know the way you're feeling, there's still something to write about. Let's write anything, even if it's silly or angry or happy or whatever. Let's write right now. Let's wrap for now. And we're going to find our water because we're already taking action. And action changes our mindset. So we already moved away from the writing. Let's get into our stretch. I'm going to walk us through a sun salutation. And you can do whichever poses feel comfortable. Move nice and slow. Stand if you can stand. Inhale the arms out and up. Reaching up and looking up. When you look up, it changes how your back feels. Feel that change. And fold forward. We're going to hang over our feet. Shaking the head no or yes if you'd like here. Loosening the arms. And halfway lift with a flat back. And let's get into our high plank. Plant your palms down. Step your feet back. And then lower the body all the way down to the ground. Once your whole front of the body is down on the ground, push your palms against the ground or mat, and your chest will come up, head comes up, look up, and let's meet in down dog. Hips up into the down dog. Maybe again here, shaking your head no or yes. Sometimes I like to lift one foot and then the other. Do whatever you want in this pose, and then walk your feet forward towards your hands, and slowly rise up, standing up, nice and tall, meeting the palms above the head, and then exhaling them down to the center of the chest. Maybe taking a deep breath there and finding the water. Finding the water means we're moving, we're rolling along, we're taking actions. Let's go into our plank pose. Not yet, right now. We're getting into that mindset. I'm completely willing and I'm able to in this way. Maybe I have to put my knees down. I'm on my forearms. I'm on my hands. It doesn't matter. We're going to get into that position in 3, 2, 1, and plank pose. That's what we're doing right now. Let's do the things that we said we were going to do. And now we've done it for 10 seconds. Congratulations. Now every second in here counts. So let's follow our breath and make sure that we're breathing in this pose. We can't hold our breath for this long. That's 20 seconds. Do you have pain in your face? Do you need that pain? Would the rest of your body relax into this pose without it for 30 seconds? Or do you need it? Do you want to grunt your way through this pose? If that's what gets your energy going, that's what we're learning for 20 more seconds. Find your strength. This is a challenging pose. And after this, there will be challenging things to do. How are you going to face that today for 10 more seconds in this pose? What are you going to do? Where do you find your strength from? Practice for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. That's the pose for today. You might have been up for 10 seconds, the full 60 seconds. Notice where you get your energy from, what you said to yourself before you came down, if you came down early, or notice nothing. Have some water, stretch your way back, and let this go. Whatever it is, if it's a triumph, if it's a fail, if it's whatever it is, let's walk away from it, taking some credit and moving into procrastination. Now, we want to get some credit on procrastination also, so let's find the smallest thing to do it and go, that counts, no matter how small it is, because we're practicing action. We're practicing taking that action right now. Let's look for something small to do and take it. Let's wrap the task for now. Finding water. And finding the practice of, oh, but I didn't get anything done and there's other stuff to get done and I didn't finish that. And yeah, of course, there's always stuff. Let's keep going. Let's go into connection. There's not always people. Or is there? Because sometimes I think I'm alone and I do have to do this exercise to remind myself people love me, people want me to be in touch. And it's interesting that that's a thought pattern that I need to keep up with, but it is. And that's why I put this exercise in this. We need to exercise this muscle. Let's look for that connection, finding it right now. Wrap the thought for now and find the water. And you might have found a connection today, you might not. I'm glad you're here. I think we all have a purpose. I think we are affecting other people in positive ways. And somebody today is saying, God, I'm glad that that person is in my life, even if it's adjacent, even if it's somewhere in the distance. We belong here. Let's keep going. Let's shake it off into our aerobics. Move your body because you can move your body. Let's exercise it in 3, 2, 1. Move your body. Why are we moving our body? We have access to all of these muscles and we're moving it for 10 seconds now. Now, just because we have access to these muscles now doesn't mean we take it for granted. We are exercisers. We're going to get to keep using these muscles. Now that's 20 seconds. So put some energy into it. While you have that energy, generate more energy so you can keep that energy level. That's 30 seconds. Every move that you make here might be allowing you to use this body just a little bit longer. And that's 20 seconds without hurting yourself. Meet the challenge that you're facing right now. As more seconds pass by, I know It's harder to do this exercise, but for 10 seconds, find your strength. Practice finding and giving your strength to yourself for 3, 2, 1, and you're done. That's today. Thank you for taking OMAT.